Hello everyone, welcome to our lesson, which is in English grade 11. It was created by teachers of English group from TUYòng High School. Thân chào các em, chào mừng các em đến với bài học ngày hôm nay của chúng ta. Bài học có nội dung tiếng Anh lớp 11 và được biên soạn bởi các thầy cô của tổ ngoại ngữ trường Trung học phổ thông Lý Tự Trọng. Before we come to the new lesson today, I would like you to look at the pictures and answer my question. What can you see in the pictures? There are 4 pictures for you. And the answer? Pictures number 1, it is windmill, cối xay gió. The second pictures, solar panels, tấm thu năng lượng mặt trời. Number 3, nuclear reactors, lò phản ứng hạt nhân. And number 4, it is hydroelectric dam. It is very popular in Vietnam. Đập thủy điện. My second question, what do people use these things for? They use them to make energy. And the last question, what sort of energy do its pictures above refer to? Yes. Number 1, wind energy. Number 2, solar energy. Number 3, nuclear power. And number 4, water power. So, what do you need energy for? Yeah, that's right. We need energy for our daily activity, such as cooking, lighting, heating, running machines, and so on. So, do you know the topic we are going to learn today? It is sources of energy. Now, let's start Unit 11, sources of energy, and the lesson number 1, reading. This is the first part, before you read. In this part, I will introduce to you some new words in order to help you to understand more about the reading passages. What can you see in the picture? Oil, petrol, coal, and gas. All of them are called fossil fuels. And we have the word fossil fuels. What does it mean? That's right, it means nhiên liệu hóa thạch. Look at the pictures. Can you guess the next word? It is geothermal heat. Geothermal heat is the thing inside the earth that people use to make energy. So what does it mean in Vietnamese? Geothermal heat. It means địa nhiệt. What is the synonym of the word unlimited? It is infinite, không giới hạn. I have some more words for you. Please look at the examples. The first, fossil fuel will be exhausted within a short time, and we have the word exhausted. It means cạn kiệt. The second, wind power can be an alternative source of energy, and we have the word alternative. It means có thể thay thế. Which word have the meaning phóng ra or thả ra? That's right, it is release. Here read the list of vocabulary. Make sure that you take note on the words in your notebook and try to learn by heart. And now, look at these words, listen, and repeat after me. Fossil fuel, exhausted, geothermal heat, release, infinite, unlimited, potential, alternative, to make use of, to make full use of. And now it's time for me to check whether you remember the new words or not by doing the task. It is task 1, page 125 in the textbook. Fill in each blank with a suitable word. There are 5 sentences for you and 5 words. The tips of doing this kind of exercise is that you have to make sure you know all the meaning of the words and the form of these words too. It's time for you to do it. Have you finished? Now, let's check the answer. Number 1, released. 600 balloons were released at the ceremony. 2, alternative. They are looking for alternative methods of making it. 3, energy. People use energy to run machines, heat, and cool their homes. 4, limited. The food in the restaurant is cheap, but the choice is rather limited. 5, exhausted. Fuel supplies are nearly exhausted. Congratulations to the students who have all 5 correct answers. Now, it's time for you to read the passage. Let's come to the second part, why you read. Here read the task for you. In this task, you have to scan the passage and write down the advantage and disadvantage of each alternative source of energy. And my question is that, how can you scan? What is scanning? You scan when you want to read something quickly to find a specific piece of information. Scan if you have a question that you need answer. Scan when trying to find a phone number, looking in a dictionary, or searching through an index. Scan là gì? Scan là đọc nhanh bài viết với mục đích tìm kiếm dữ liệu, thông tin cụ thể cần thiết cho việc trả lời câu hỏi. Scan được áp dụng khi cần tìm kiếm các dữ liệu trong bài viết như là tên riêng, số liệu, ngày tháng và các cụm từ mà không cần nắm được nội dung của bài text. And now, it's time for you to scan the passage and write down the answer. Have you finished it yet? Here is the answer. Please read it carefully and check whether your answer is true or false. Here is another task. Please read the passage again and answer the questions. There are 3 questions for you. 1. What is our major source of energy? 2. How many sources of energy are mentioned in the text? What are they? 3. Which source of energy do you think has the most potential? Now, let's check the answer. Question number 1. What is our major source of energy? My answer is, our major source of energy comes from fossil fuels. You can see very clear in the first sentence of the reading passage. The second question, how many sources of energy are mentioned in the text? What are they? I'm sure that most of you answers that there are 5, but in fact there are 6. 6 sources of energy are mentioned in the text. They are fossil fuels, nuclear power, solar energy, water power, wind power, and geothermal heat. The last question, which source of energy do you think has the most potential? I think solar energy is the most potential because, in my opinion, it is very clean and unlimited. The answer is not supposed to be true or false. You can choose any source of energy for your answer, but the most important thing is that you have to give your road idea to persuade the listeners to agree with you. Đối với câu hỏi số 3 này, câu trả lời không còn đúng hoặc sai. Các em có thể chọn bất kỳ nguồn năng lượng nào cho câu trả lời của mình. Tuy nhiên, điều quan trọng là các em cần phải đưa ra ý kiến riêng của mình để thuyết phục cho người nghe đồng ý với câu trả lời. Let's come to the last part of the lesson. In this lesson, I would like to help you to revise all the information you have read in the reading passage. This is the summary of the reading passage. Please use the words in the box to fill in each blanks. There are 8 words and 8 blanks for you. Now, it's time for you to do it. Have you finished? Here is the answer. We need energy to live and work. Our major source of energy is oil. Oil is one kind of fossil fuel. The amount of fossil fuels in the world is limited. Therefore, we must save it, and at the same time, we must find new sources of energy. Geothermal heat and nuclear power are alternative sources of energy. They can give us electricity. Another alternative sources are the sun, waves, and water. These sources are not only unlimited and available, but also clean and safe for the environment. People should develop and use them more and more in the future. Another activity for you. Please use the information you have read to complete the graph. Now, let's start. Have you finished? Let's check the answer. Sources of energy are divided into 2 groups. The first is fossil fuel, and the second is alternative sources. In the first group, fossil fuel include oil, coal, and gas. In the second group, alternative sources include solar energy, wind energy, water power, nuclear energy, and geothermal heat. All of alternative sources have advantages and disadvantages. That's the end of the lesson today, and now it is your homework. First, learn the new words by heart. Second, there is a question for you. Which of the alternative sources of energy is the most potential in Vietnam? Please write down the answer in a notebook. Thanks for your attention. Goodbye and see you again.